Welcome everyone to GTW Dystopia. I am Infinite Fantasy and we're live here in Salem, Massachusetts. Here comes the World Heavyweight Champion, Dio Sebastian, here to address the crowd here tonight. Salem, happy Halloween. As you know, I currently live in New York, but Salem, Massachusetts is where I grew up. Salem is still, to this day, the home of my amazing sister, the witch, who has finally been released from the hospital and is safely home. Unfortunately, she is not yet cleared to wrestle, and also unfortunately, cannot join us here with all of you beautiful people here tonight. And that is a shame, because if the witch belongs anywhere, it is right here at GTW Dystopia live, right in her home city. She cannot be present here tonight because the old gods, because of what Amber Charlotte has done to her at Fright Night. Hercules, I am no fool. I know damn well you gave Charlotte the order to execute my sister. You want to parade as the leader of the old gods, so I am holding you personally responsible. When I showed up on Brawl, I gave you that chokeslam straight to hell. That was just the beginning. So how about you come out here like a man, and we can settle this once and for all. Well, well, the demon himself. Welcome back, Dio Sebastian. Let's cut the fat, Hercules. You hate me, and I really hate you. So how about we settle things in the ring, me and you, next week on Brawl. That business on Fright Night was strictly between Miss Charlotte and your sister. As you are well aware, I had more pressing matters that night. So, exactly why would I agree to fight you in a match? To get back at you for that chokeslam? Please, Dio, I have much better ways of getting even with you than just simply facing you in a one-on-one contest. The fact that you are not here to avenge your sister. The fact is, you are not here to avenge your sister, or else you would be going after Amber Charlotte. I know you are not reluctant to take your revenge out on her simply being a woman, because that has never stopped you before in all those mixed tag team matches you had fighting side by side with the witch. If there was no Hercules, there would be no old gods. I'm here to take off the head of the dragon. Interesting. Because if I were to accept your challenge, I'm going in this to fuel your revenge. I'm just doing this to serve you. Dio, what exactly is in it for me? Perhaps if you put your, your World Heavyweight Championship on the line, I would have some incentive. Okay, fine. If it gets you in the ring with me, I will gladly put my World Heavyweight title on the line. If you put your Grand Tour Championship on the line. Yes! Yes! Yes, I love it! There it is! The true motives at last. This is not about your sister. It's about the same thing it has always been about. I love it. Do you accept the challenge or not? Oh yes, I accept the challenge. My Grand Tour title versus your World Heavyweight title. Winner takes all. Deal. And since we're upping the stakes, let's up the challenge. Both titles on the line next week on Brawl. Winner takes all. In a ladder match. Oh. Oh. Dio Sebastian. I love it. And there you have it, folks. We got our main event for Brawl on our special time Thursday night next week. We're going to have Hercules, the Grand Tour champion, versus Dio Sebastian, the World Heavyweight champion. Title versus title. Winner takes all in a ladder match. That's going to be this Thursday, live streaming on Twitch, 7 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. That's going to be an amazing main event. However, another amazing main event we got right here tonight on Dystopia on our Halloween special. We have Rob Van Dam defending the United States Championship against Hook right here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because we also have coming up next the men's qualifying match for Survival Games, as John Bradshaw Layfield will be taking on the Sandman. That's coming up after this quick break. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on Dystopia. I am your host, Infinite Fantasy. We're live here at Salem, Massachusetts at the Colonial Ballroom. And we have an amazing main event here tonight. We're going to have Rob Van Dam defending his United States Championship against Hook here tonight. But what we just found out moments ago is an even bigger main event, which will be happening this Thursday night on GTW Brawl, where we're going to have Hercules versus Dio Sebastian, the Grand Tour Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship, both on the line here on Thursday night, and it's gonna be a ladder match. But for tonight's opening match for Dystopia, John Bradshaw Layfield versus the Sandman, in a qualifying match for the Survival Games. The winner will be going on to our pay-per-view late November. For the Survival Games match, the winner will have the opportunity to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship, and that's coming up right here on Dystopia. Oh, what's this? We have JBL and Sammy in the ring, and is that Farouk? That's Farouk. That was John Bradshaw Layfield's former tag team partner decades ago, back in the WWE. Together they formed the APA. I haven't seen Farouk in... God, it must be decades since I've seen Farouk. What's he doing out here? He's got his ring gear on and everything, and there he is at ringside eyeing his former tag team partner, John Bradshaw Layfield. And I don't know what is... Farouk has this crazed look in his eye. The referee trying to tell John Bradshaw Layfield to pay no mind as he's about to take on his opponent, the Sandman, in tonight's qualifying match for the Survival Games. Here comes the Sandman laying those punches on John Bradshaw Layfield. And he's working on the hand. John Bradshaw Layfield completely distracted by the fact that his former tag team partner from 20 years ago is now at ringside, completely grilling him. And I want to remind everyone that when these two split up, it was not on good terms. The story is that Farouk ended up getting fired from the WWE. And rather than following him out the door, John Bradshaw Layfield decided to stay behind in order to follow his financial success within the company. and the two have not spoken ever since. And it makes me wonder, what's Farouk doing out here in GTW? And there's the Sandman going to work on JBL outside the ring in this qualifying match. And there's Bradshaw being thrown across the outside ring right in front of Farouk here. You can kind of see a bit of a smile on Farouk as JBL is taking a beating from the Sandman. And there's the Sandman rolling Bradshaw back into the ring. Sandman completely brutalizing JBL. I can see that JBL is not focused at all right now in this match. And there's a huge powerbomb by Sandman, and here comes the pin. One, but JBL kicks out. Sandman laying in those elbow drops right onto Bradshaw. Sandman, a former veteran ECW and Extreme Championship Wrestling legend, completely annihilating John Bradshaw Layfield here in this singles match. And there he is, just raking the back. This man is a hardcore legend. He's known for playing rough, and he's making no exceptions here tonight at the Colonial Ballroom here in Salem, Massachusetts. You can see JBL in a lot of trouble here as Sandman thus far has been dominating this match. Farouk at ringside by the announcer's desk, just watching intently. And here comes Sandman, getting JBL up, ready for a suplex. JBL now in a massive amount of trouble here. And it looks like Bradshaw managed to get the counter, finally going on the offensive against the Sandman. And there's 3 elbow drops by JBL. Finally, the table's turning between these two men. Both men know what's on the line here. The winner gets to move on to the Survival Games match at our next pay-per-view event, GTW Survivor Games. The winner of the Survival Games will become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. That's what this singles match is about. And there they go, going back and forth here. And here comes Farouk with a clothesline on the John Bradshaw Layfield. And the referee calling the bell. And the Sandman has just been disqualified. That was absolutely crazy how John Bradshaw Layfield and the Sandman were in a competitive match, a qualifying match, and Farouk jumped from ringside into the ring and clotheslined Bradshaw, hitting him with his own signature move, the clothesline from hell, getting Bradshaw disqualified. As a consequence, technically speaking, John Bradshaw Layfield has won the match and will be advancing to the Survivor Games. And this has caused Sandman the qualifying match. But I also need to know, what does this mean between Farouk and John Bradshaw Layfield? And why has Farouk returned after 20 years? These are questions to be answered later. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after a quick break. Gentlemen, we got a fight breaking out in the backstage area. Catalysm has just ambushed Benjamin Bourne in the parking lot here. And the two now fighting backstage. Oh my god, Catalysm, what are you planning to do here? Catalysm, don't you do it! And Catalysm just powerbombed Benjamin Bourne onto the hood of that car here. As of late, Catalysm has been going out for blood, specifically Benjamin Bourne. On Brawl has threatened that his next victim is going to be chosen. And Benjamin Bourne has been the one standing in his way, and now it's Catalysm attacking Benjamin Bourne backstage. Benjamin Bourne barely fighting back here as Catalysm takes him apart. And there's a powerbomb right onto the concrete. Bourne in a lot of trouble here. Catalysm taking him to that windshield and slams him right into the car door, and oh no, what's he doing? And he just slammed the door right on Benjamin Bourne's hand. This monster completely destroying him here. Someone needs to call security. Someone needs to break this up before Bourne gets seriously injured here. And here he is about to close that door on his hand again. He's not going to be satisfied until he breaks it. Catalysm using that car completely as a weapon here. And Benjamin Bourne is down, folks. I got word that security is running backstage right now to break up this fight. And I just wonder, when will this reign of terror from the hardcore champion finally come to an end? That atrocity happening backstage. We now have more singles action coming up. We got a women's qualifying match for the survival games coming up next here on Dystopia. We got Tiffany Lane versus Lacey Evans coming up next in singles action right here on Dystopia. And here comes the first opponent for the qualifying match for the Survivor Games. Tiffany Lane, the living dead doll, making her way to the ring. What a perfect way to celebrate this Halloween night, then have this horror villain walking her way down the aisle towards the ring here in Salem, Massachusetts. We got Tiffany Lane about to go one-on-one with Lacey Evans for this qualifying match. And just look at the cold, icy stare from Tiffany Lane, one half of Truth and Consequences. A crowd here in Salem going absolutely crazy for this nightmarish doll.
And her opponent from Georgia, the superstar Lady Evans.
And here we have a nice contrast. Light versus dark here tonight. The shadows versus the sun as Lacey Evans makes her way down to the ring here at the Colonial Ballroom at Salem, Massachusetts to take on Tiffany Lane. The winner will be going on to the Survival Games for the Survivor match. And the winner of the Survivor Games match on November 16th will become the new GTW Women's Champion. And that's what's on the line here tonight. The winner tonight will have the opportunity to become the new champion, the new vacant champion. Or should I say the title has been vacated, and one of these two men will have a chance to get into the match that'll allow them to fill those shoes. And here's Tiffany Lane bringing Lacey Evans to the corner, and there's a cheap shot by Tiffany Lane, and the crowd is just loving it right here. Here she comes, bouncing off the ropes, rolling into a pin, going for a win right away. 1, 2, but no. Lacey Evans kicks out very early on in this match. And there's a moonsault with a knee variant by Tiffany Lane as she is looking to torture her opponent in this singles matchup. And here's Tiffany sizing up Lacey Evans. And there's a slap across the face. Lacey Evans coming back at her though. The two women not backing down as they exchange those strikes one after another. But Tiffany Lane trying to come back. Lacey Evans now inviting her in. Lacey Evans showing that she can battle with the rest of them as she knocks Tiffany Lane down. And here we go, grappling up. And there's Tiffany Lane getting behind Lacey Evans in the middle of the squared circle. Lacey Evans struggling to fight back, and now she takes down Tiffany Lane, putting her into a headlock. And the crowd absolutely ecstatic here at the Colonial Ballroom. And the question is, will Tiffany Lane tap out? Will she submit? No, she's starting to fight back. However, Lacey Evans intercepts her, putting her inside an armbar. And she seems to have complete control of this match over one half of Truth and Consequences in the middle of the ring here. And there's an arm drag by Lacey Evans, followed by a knee buster. He has Tiffany Lane trapped in the corner, just scruffing the boot across her face, and she comes off the ropes. And there's a boot right to the head by Lacey Evans. She's going all out on Tiffany Lane, matching her aggression. You can see how badly that Lacey Evans wants to be women's champion, how badly she wants to qualify for the Survivor Games. There she goes, throwing both knees onto the spine of Tiffany Lane here. And there's a knee right into the face of Tiffany Lane. Here comes Lacey Evans laying in those 1-2s right onto her. Tiffany Lane doing all she can to try and cover up to protect herself, but won't be enough as Lacey Evans gets onto the top rope with a flying moonsault onto Tiffany Lane. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, but Tiffany Lane kicks out. And Lacey Evans takes down Tiffany Lane. Here comes the cover. 1, 2, but no, Tiffany Lane gets the shoulder up at the very last moment. You can feel the energy right here in Salem, Massachusetts in our Dystopia Halloween special. Tiffany Lane throwing the elbows onto Lacey Evans. There comes an Irish whip right into the ropes. She goes under. And a cross body splash by Tiffany Lane onto Lacey Evans, followed by a knee drop and a moonsault knee drop variation. Tiffany Lane now getting to the top rope here. Irish maneuver. Amazing cartwheel right off the top rope into a frog splash. But it was not enough as Lacey Evans managed to get the shoulder up. Tiffany Lane sizing her up here, measuring her down, slowly picking Lacey Evans apart. And Lacey Evans continuing her high-flying assault onto her opponent. The tables certainly have turned in this singles matchup. She now sizes her up. She gets the boot in. But no, Lacey Evans reverses. What a counter. 1, 2, but no. Tiffany Lane kicks out. That was an impressive counter by Lacey Evans and might be what she needed to get a foothold in this matchup. You can see how hungry both women are. Both of them so desperately want to qualify to get to the Survivor Games so they have the opportunity to win the vacated Women's Championship. And here comes the pin. 1, 2, Tiffany Lane kicks out on 2. Here's Lacey Evans throwing Tiffany Lane right into that turnbuckle. She runs across the ring. An amazing knee right into the face. She gives her an uppercut with that knee, and here comes Lacey Evans, sizing her up on the ring apron. She jumps over the rope, but Tiffany Lane catches her and throws her down. Tiffany Lane fired up. And there goes the chops by Tiffany Lane. And now she gets her into a sleeper hold. Just going completely crazy on her. Bulldog by Tiffany Lane. And she comes in with those double knee drops once more, using that acrobatic style she's known for. Will this be enough? 1, 2, 3, and Tiffany Lane now qualifies for the Survivor Games.
Here is your winner, Tiffany Lane!
You can see the bruises on Tiffany Lane, but you can see it's all worth it as victory is now hers. Tiffany Lane is now 4 of 8 women that will be in the Survivor Games match on our next pay-per-view GTW Survivor Games, which will be live streaming on Infinite Fantasy Twitch.tv Sunday, November 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. But we got more exciting matches for you tonight here on Dystopia. Still to come, we got tag team action between the Hardy Boyz and the Outlaws. And don't forget, we have our main event still to come. Rob Van Dam will be defending the United States Championship against Hook here tonight. But first, a quick break. Oh, that was beautiful. Chef's kiss. Really well done. What the hell do you want? Me? I want nothing. But you seem to want it all. Tell me, has anything you said out there been true? Or just a ploy to get a shot at the one belt that holds more prestige than your own? I'm doing this for my sister. That was Hercules who wanted to make it a title for title match. You had to know where this was gonna go. Hercules is right. You never had a problem treating women like everyone else. I see what you can do in those mixed gender tag team matches. Those times you teamed up with the Witch. That time you took on me and Scarlet. So why are you not holding Amber Charlotte responsible? I know I would. You're not as righteous as you say you are, Dio. And I cannot wait until you prove me right. We're back, everyone, here on GTW Dystopia, and coming up next, we have an amazing tag team match coming up as Matt and Jeff of the Hardy Boyz are about to go into tag team action against the Outlaws right here on Dystopia.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 461 pounds, Jeff Harvey and Matt Handy. Team Hardcore.
And here comes the Hardy Boys, former tag team champions. They lost against the Dudley Boys. They lost against... Well, I think it's fair to say that the Dudley Boys more or less won the tag team titles in a triple threat ladder match back at Rising Sun about a month and a half ago, when it was the Hardys versus the Dudleys versus the Outlaws. And the match has already nearly been set by Charles Elliott, as he wants the Hardy Boys to get their rematch against the Dudleys in a proper 2 versus 2. However, the Outlaws have been protesting, saying that they've been a great help to Charles Elliott and want their shot as well.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 456 pounds, Justin Hicks and Billy Cactus, the Outlaws.
The Outlaws looking to get a victory over the Hardy Boys tonight, hoping that it will be enough to push them to the #1 contender spot, or convince Charles Elliott that they deserve a shot at the tag team titles against the Dudley Boys. However, they're not going to be able to get anything if they cannot earn a shot. They must get a victory over the Hardy Boys tonight if they want any chance at the tag team gold. You can see the Outlaws not exactly getting a warm welcome here in Salem. Looks like we're going to start with Jeff Hardy and Billy Cactus as the 2 legal men in tonight's tag team match. And here goes Billy Cactus being reversed into the Irish Whip into the corner by Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy now with a swift kick to the leg, hooked against the rope. Jeff Hardy, one half of the Hardy Boys. The 2 are considered to be the greatest tag team of all time, but they cannot happily walk away from GTW. As long as the Dudley Boys hold the tag team titles, they need to win those belts to officially establish themselves as the best tag team of all time. And in order to do that, they must first get through Billy Cactus and Justin Hicks of the Outlaw Gang here tonight on Dystopia. An amazing double team move by the Hardy Boys. Matt Hardy now the legal man in this tag team match. Here comes Billy Cactus with that stomp onto Matt Hardy, wearing a chainmail hat tonight. Looks like Matt Hardy looking to celebrate Halloween in the ring, wearing a partial costume here tonight. And here comes Matt Hardy getting to the top rope, measuring up. Billy Cactus, the Hardy Boys known for their high-risk maneuvers, and there's a double axe handle by Matt Hardy. Here comes the pin. 1, 2, Billy Cactus kicks out. Here comes Matt Hardy, throwing Billy Cactus against the ropes. He tags in his brother Jeff. And here comes the Hardy Boys with a double team high risk maneuver. Amazing, as Matt Hardy uses himself as a footstool for Jeff Hardy to launch himself on, propel himself full force into Billy Cactus here. Here comes Jeff with an Irish whip, throwing the Cactus to the corner. Cactus immediately with an elbow to the face to Jeff Hardy, and a nice slap in the back of the head for good measure. Jeff Hardy returning the favor as he reverses the Irish whip onto Billy Cactus. He tags in Matt Hardy. There comes brother Matt approaching Billy Cactus, now in the corner. And it's a chop to the chest. Matt Hardy, they gain distance across the ring, and a nice clothesline. Here comes the pin. 1. Billy Cactus kicking out 1. Still too early in this tag team matchup. Here goes Billy Cactus with that right hand on to Matt Hardy. He rolls him into a pin. 1. However, Matt Hardy kicks out. And Billy Cactus falls up with an Irish whip into the corner. Matt Hardy with an immediate elbow strike to Billy Cactus and gets him with an Irish whip to the corner as well towards Jeff Hardy. And here comes the tag to Brother Jeff. Billy Cactus though gets the kick to the sternum to Jeff Hardy. And now Billy Cactus makes the tag to Justin Hicks. And Justin Hicks with a double axe out on the arm as Billy Cactus holds in place. Great teamwork by the Outlaw gang here tonight. And there's an arm drag by Justin Hicks. Here comes the pin. 1, 2. Jeff Hardy kicks out. Billy Cactus going for... No, Justin Hicks going for the pin again. This time using the ropes as leverage. Jeff Hardy, though, able to push him off. Thank goodness. It would be a shame if that's how the Outlaws would win, using such a cheap, dirty tactic. An amazing measurement of strength by Billy Cactus. Here comes the pin. 1, 2. Jeff Hardy gets the shoulder up. And there's Jeff Hardy. Now on the apron, Billy Cactus knocks him over. And there's Billy Cactus attacking Matt Hardy. I want to remind that to those watching that Matt Hardy is not the legal man and was just dragged from the ring apron by Billy Cactus. It looks like he's trying to systematically take out both Hardy Boys in this tag team match, but Jeff Hardy able to get the counter on the Billy Cactus. You see Justin Hicks desperately trying to get the tag in from his partner, but no avail, and there's a twist of fate by Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy now going to the top rope. And here it comes, Swanton Bomb. Billy Cactus rolls that way, nobody home. And the finisher move completely backfired on Jeff Hardy there. And there's Billy Cactus tagging Justin Hicks. Jeff Hardy gets the tag on the Matt Hardy. We now have Matt and Billy Cactus is the legal man. Here comes the pin. 1. But not even a 2 count. Justin Hicks still too fresh in this tag team match. And Matt Hardy immediately with a twist of fate of his own onto Justin Hicks. 1, 2, but Justin Hicks gets the shoulder up. You see that amazing agility by Matt Hardy. He now throws Justin Hicks into the ropes. He tags in Jeff. And here comes another high-flying double team move by the Hardy Boys with a cross-body splash. Jeff Hardy off the top rope with a leg drop onto Justin Hicks. And here the 2 grappling up. Jeff Hardy bringing him into the corner. Justin Hicks manages to jump off and attack the back quad muscle of Jeff Hardy to take him down. Here comes an Irish whip. Jeff Hardy reverses. Jeff Hardy now making the tag to Brother Matt. Grappling up. And here comes Matt Hardy setting him up. Amazing. Super powerbomb by Matt Hardy. And now the 2 men fighting ringside here. I see Matt Hardy really laying it in onto Justin Hicks here. Here tonight's GTW Dystopia Halloween special. We are live here at Salem, Massachusetts at the Colonial Ballroom. And there's a gutbuster by Matt Hardy, and the crowd goes wild. Justin Hicks now getting the tag on the Billy Cactus. And Billy Cactus about to get a powerbomb for his own troubles. He's fighting his way out, laying in those punches into the head of Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy counters with a European uppercut. And here comes the chops. He was about to set off for a twist of fate. Billy Cactus attempting to counter for an end-up game. Oh, kick right to the head thanks to that amazing agility by Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy with a body slam. He goes for the pin. 1. But Billy Cactus kicks out very early on before even a 2. And there's Matt Hardy getting the crowd here in Salem, Massachusetts completely amped up. He's getting the entire ballroom fired up right here on Halloween. He's yelling out trick or treat to the fans of GTW, but Maya showboating just a little too much, allowing Billy Cactus to get the recovery and now puts him in a leg lock. Matt Hardy slipping out of it though, once again gaining the advantage over Billy Cactus. There's a knee buster by Matt Hardy as he goes over Billy Cactus, getting the tag to Justin Hicks. But Matt Hardy rushing in right away with the clothesline, taking Justin Hicks down. And there's the famous leg drop by Matt Hardy. And here he is, measuring Justin Hicks up. Billy Cactus knocked out outside the ring. There'll be no backup for Justin Hicks as Matt Hardy goes for the twist of fate. Here comes the pin. 1, 2. But Justin Hicks kicks out amazingly. Matt Hardy now tags in Jeff. It's Jeff Hardy with the hammer onto the back of Justin Hicks. Hicks going for the Irish whip. He goes under. And there's an arm drag by Justin Hicks onto Jeff Hardy. There comes the pin. 1, 2. Matt Hardy able to break up the count though. Just in time to prevent the Hardy Boys from losing this tag team match. There's Justin Hicks power bombing Matt Hardy outside the ring, making brother Matt pay for it. Jeff Hardy with the receive with the twist of fate. Here comes the pin. 1, 2, but Billy Cactus breaks up the count. Here comes Jeff Hardy laying in the headlock onto Justin Hicks here, trying to wear him down, trying to cut him off from that oxygen, keep him from breathing, you keep him from fighting. You see Justin Hicks trying to fight back as the Irish whips Jeff Hardy into the corner. Jeff Hardy with the counter, throwing the elbow right into the face. He slaps his head into the top turnbuckle. And here goes Jeff Hardy, getting onto the second rope. He rolls him into a pin. Amazing display of athleticism by Jeff Hardy. But Justin Hicks manages to kick out on 2. There comes an Irish up into the corner. Jeff Hardy tagging in Matt as the Hardy Boys set Justin Hicks up for a double team maneuver. Here goes an Irish whip and a double elbow drop, followed by double swantons by the Hardy Boys. There's Matt with the drop kick. He now places Justin Hicks into the armbar. Here comes the tag to brother Jeff. Jeff Hardy now in the ring against Justin Hicks. And here comes the pin. 1, 2. But somehow Justin Hicks manages to get the shoulder up. Here's Jeff Hardy with the Irish whip. And a belly-to-belly by Jeff Hardy. You see Justin Hicks now taking a beating. Jeff Hardy with those chops to the bare chest of this cowboy. He puts it in a fireman's carry. It's Jeff Hardy tagging in Matt as Justin Hicks struggles to get to his feet, climbing up those ropes. Justin Hicks trying to fight back, and he succeeds as he takes down Matt Hardy. And here goes Justin Hicks going for the cowboy bomb. There's a double axe handle by Justin Hicks. He goes over, tagging in his partner, Billy Cactus, the other half of the Outlaw gang. And here comes Billy Cactus showing off that fierce strike. No, Matt Hardy manages to double over and take down Billy Cactus. A nice technical reversal by Matt Hardy as he now moves in. Twist of fate. Here comes the pin, but Justin Hicks kicks out before. Justin Hicks breaks up the pin for even a 1 count. Matt Hardy now tagging in Jeff. They're keeping the rotation going in this tag team match. And Jeff Hardy going for a twist of fate of his own. Will this be enough? No, Jeff Hardy wants to make sure he does not kick out this time. Here comes a swanton bomb by Jeff Hardy for the win. 1, 2, and 3. The Hardy Boys take the win in tonight's tag team match. Oh, what's this? What's going on here? It's the tag team champions, the Dudley Boys, coming out. And it looks like they're paying their respects to the Hardys, giving the Hardys their flowers here. It was Charles Elliott that said he wanted the Hardy Boys to get a rematch, a true rematch, 2-on-2 against the Dudley Boys for the tag team titles. And here's the Dudley Boys coming out, officially accepting the challenge. Could this be something to come in the future of GTW? Could this be a match we're going to be having set up for Survivor Games? Will we be getting the tag team title match we all been waiting for? The Dudley Boys versus the Hardy Boys. Only time can tell. But what I can tell you is what we got coming up. Our main event. Rob Van Dam will be defending the United States title tonight against Hook. But before we have our main event, we have word that the former Grand Tour champion, the chosen one, Steven Dynamite, is on his way to Gorilla and he's on his way to the ring right now to address the crowd of Salem, Massachusetts, and that's coming up next after this quick break. Hey, Steven Dynamite, can I talk to you? Yeah, I was about to head to the ring, but, yeah, I guess I could spare a minute. What's up, Damien? Look, Steven Dynamite, just call me Steve. Steve, you're a big deal around here. You once defeated Hercules for the Grand Tour title. You were one of the best in the locker room, and well, I'm not. Archangel has been harassing me, and Hercules has been, well, he's been acting weird with me. But worst of all, my father, he doesn't think I can hold my own. He doesn't respect me. I was kind of hoping maybe, I don't know, maybe, nah, it's stupid. No. What were you gonna say, Damien? I was kind of hoping maybe you could, I don't know, train me? You know, between events? Help me defend myself? I mean, please, I mean, I'll pay you whatever you want. Money's no issue. Look, Damien, I don't need your money. Tell you what, meet me tomorrow morning at the gym, and I'm gonna go and show you the ropes. We'll work every day until Brawl, and then we'll go further from there. Wait, why? What's going on Brawl? Oh, don't worry, Damien. You're about to find out. Here comes Steven Dynamite, the chosen one, making his way to the ring, here to address the crowd of Salem, Massachusetts. Salem, Massachusetts, your chosen one is here. Originally, I was going to come out here and talk trash to Hercules, bring up his crimes against GTW and how badly I want a piece of him and blah 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 blee blah. However, it seems my good friend Dio has already beaten me to the punch. And don't worry, Dio. I know where your heart is at. I know why you're doing it, and I support you. You better win, and you better do it for the witch. You better do it for Amanda Price. But most of all, do it for the recently fallen Brenda Bison and the fans of Grand Tour Wrestling. Tonight, I would like to address another cancer that calls himself an old god. I'm calling out the Archangel himself. If you would please step out and inform the crowd here in Salem. Here comes Archangel making his way to the ring to answer Steven Dynamite's call. Now listen, Dynamite. I don't have any personal beef with you. This is about you and Hercules. Archangel, I have beef with you. You see, it is true Hercules defeated me in Hell in a Cell back at Fright Night. But who was it that screwed me back in the Rising Sun? That's right, Archangel. It was the old Tokyo, Japan screw job. But here is my other beef that I have with you. I don't like how you've been acting like a bully to Damian Elliott. He's a good kid. He does not need his abuser making his trauma any worse. Really? Did you know Hercules has been eyeing him? Did you know what he has offered Damien? All I know is I came out here to get things off my chest when Damien caught me at Gorilla, asking for my help. I was going to challenge you to a match, but I think it's important that Damien gets the win. So here's what I propose. 1 week, you versus Damien on Dystopia. Give me 1 week to train him, and he will give you a real challenge. What do you say? Alright, Dynamite, so let me get this straight. You want me to give him 1 week, a 1 week reprieve, so you can show him how to beat me? Well, that is unless you're afraid. All I have to say is, I accept. So just so when I beat little Damian Elliott for the 4th time, I can truly say I own his ass. And if I may quote a very enthusiastic and nosy former champion, Damien, next week on Dystopia, you have been chosen. And the stage is set. Next week on Dystopia, Steven Dynamite has 1 week to get Damian Elliott ready, as he will be having one final match against Archangel The question is, will Steven Dynamite be able to prepare this young man in time to take on his greatest demon? We'll find out next week on Dystopia. However, coming up next, it is time for our main event here on GTW Dystopia, our Halloween special. Last week, it was Hook who defeated Joe Henry for the #1 contendership, and tonight he will have a chance to face Rob Van Dam the whole damn show for the United States Championship. It's Hook versus RVD, United States Championship on the line, right here, right now, the main event for Dystopia.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Action Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the challenger for tonight's championship match. This man, born, raised, and trained in New York, coming out to Salem, Massachusetts for this incredible opportunity, for this prestigious title. Hook coming out with one goal in mind: to become the United States Champion here tonight for the main event of GTW on Halloween night. Here comes Hook, making his way to the ring. You see the focus on him. He is not here to make mistakes. He knows who he's up against. Rob Van Dam, who's been in the game for over 30 years now. Rob Van Dam, one of the best to ever do it. Hook coming from AEW. Then you have Rob Van Dam from TNA, WWE, ECW. Rob Van Dam has done it all, and he is now the current United States Champion, making his way to the ring right here for this U.S. title match. And here it comes, the whole damn show. The red, white, and blue belt around his waist. The crowd here at the Colonial Ballroom here in Salem, Massachusetts, going absolutely crazy, screaming the name, Rob Van Dam. And I can't think of a better way to end this Halloween event, this Halloween night, with Rob Van Dam headlining tonight's show. Say it with me now, everyone. Rob Van Dam.
Introducing the challenger from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 203 pounds, Hook. And his opponent from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, the Action Champion, Rob Van Dam.
And there's the United States Champion, Rob Van Dam, holding the title up. What could be the last time, or could be one of many times to come, if he successfully defends the United States title here tonight. And there's Hulk taking a look at the prize. This is what's about tonight. The winner of this match will be the holder and call themselves champion of the United States. See Rob Van Dam getting ready. Hook ready. The ref ready. And there's the bell. Rob Van Dam starting off with those kicks he's known so well for. You know that Hook may have studied Rob Van Dam's every move, but you can't prepare for a legend like this. Rob Van Dam has done it all. He's an ECW legend. He was a huge hit in the WWE. He dominated TNA. Rob Van Dam has done it all. This man is a mega legend, and Hook is going to have to put out all the stops if he wants to become the United States champion here tonight. Here's Rob Van Dam reversing Hook, put him into the headlock. Hook struggling to get out as Rob Van Dam applies more pressure. Hook attempting to get to his feet, but Rob Van Dam immediately switches into an armbar, showing his skill in chain wrestling, bringing Hook down to the mat. Hook struggling to fight back to his feet here. And now he has the arm completely locked behind Hook right now. He is struggling so hard. It looks like Rob Van Dam thus far dominating in this United States Championship match. And this Hook, who gets out of the headlock, sweeping Rob Van Dam off his feet. And now the tables turn as he uses a takedown onto RVD. RVD rolling over, laying into punches onto Hook's face. There comes the pin. One. But here comes Hook kicking out on one. Still too early in tonight's main event matchup. And there's RVD throwing Hook on top of the ropes. He gets to the top rope. Rob Van Dam known for his high-risk style. And here goes high risk, high reward as he nails the flying kick in directly into the face of the challenger Hook. And Rob Van Dam flying over the top rope with a frog splash outside the ring. The two now fighting ringside. There's been a no count-out stipulation in this match to make sure the people here in Salem get their money's worth 100% for tonight's main event. These two can fight outside the ring as long as they like in this matchup. Rob Van Dam now throwing Hook back into the ring. He grapples up. Hook going for a boot to the midsection to Rob Van Dam. Here goes an Irish whip. But Rob Van Dam manages a counter. RVD showing that veteran experience. Over 30 years of wrestling experience as now he gets the pile driver in onto the #1 contender. 1, 2, 3, an amazing quick victory by the United States champion Rob Van Dam as he retains the U.S. title.
Here is your winner, and still Action Champion, Rob Van Dam.
Rob Van Dam retains the title, and the fans here in Salem, Massachusetts going absolutely crazy for this beast right here. Congratulations, Rob Van Dam, for a successful title defense here on GTW Dystopia. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to tune in this Thursday night for Grand Tour Wrestling's Brawl as we have an amazing main event coming up. We're going to have Hercules versus Dio Sebastian in a ladder match. Both the Grand Tour title and the World Heavyweight title will be on the line in a winner-takes-all ladder match. That will be the main event for a Brawl this Thursday. It is a must-see match. You cannot miss it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. If you're watching on YouTube, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you know when more Grand Tour Wrestling content is popping up on a YouTube near you. This is Infinite Fantasy signing out, and may your fantasies be infinite.